Let's go ahead and decide what we would give now that we've done a little Christmas talk. What would you give to the teams that we cover? Okay. What you're Santa Claus. You can give anything. Anything, right? It can be concrete, abstract, tangible, intangible. What would you give the teams we cover most? We'll start with the Panthers. And I'm just going to ignore the obvious. Everybody's going to say a new owner.
Oh,
yeah.
Darn it.
Yep. I mean, sometimes the obvious is right there. I just what's the explanation going to be? Duh. Like it was
6 losing seasons.
Yeah.
Seems like everything's just a short-term solution rather than a long-term solution.
Yep.
I got to think of something else real quick.
No, I mean, that's like I said, that's a good one. I just tried to think outside the box a little bit.
I got one. But
okay, go ahead then.
Oh, okay, a live-action mascot.
You want a panther?
I want an actual...
Does LSU used to have a tiger?
If the quality on the field or the entertainment on the field is going to stink, at least let them... Nothing against Sir Purr, but I think there needs to be a live-action panther on the sideline of Bank of America Stadium. Just don't get too close to it.
LSU used to have a tiger in a cage outside their stadium. I'm wondering if maybe that went away with the times. But, yeah, why not? I don't hate that. That's not a bad idea. At least have one does Charlotte have a zoo? I don't know. At least have there's
a zoo in Asheville.
Like a Black Panther exhibit with Sir Purr. You can name him Sir Purr, right? I think if I could give them anything, right, in more kind of earnest measures, a first-round pick.
Yeah.
It's hard to be hopeful about the future when you don't even have your first-round pick.
Can we throw that on the Uno cord? Reverse it?
Yeah, reverse the whole trade? Ooh, interesting.
Reverse the whole decision.
Yeah, now we're talking. Go back and reverse a whole bunch of things. I just think a first-round pick goes a long way towards making this season more palatable. Because there is a point where your team stinks so much this season that you just start watching college games and going like, all right, who are we drafting with the 5th overall pick or whatever? And you get your top 5 and you start hoping for it. What are the Panthers fans going like, who are we going to draft 33rd? It's a completely different bit of excitement. Canes, what are you giving the Canes? What's coming down the chimney at PNC?
Goaltending.
Yeah, goalie.
That's the obvious, but in the NHL, you can never have too many goaltenders.
Exactly. Even with Pyotr Kochetkov playing really well right now, and I think he played really well last night, I still think it's like, wouldn't you like to have another?
Well, here's a question for you. And I don't know if this is just my peripheral vision that's seeing, but to me, there's sometimes where Pyotr Kochetkov looks a little hurt at times. And it's almost like you hold your breath after some of these saves, especially when guys are crashing into the net.
He likes mixing it up a bit. He likes, little poke checks. He likes all those sorts of things, and it makes you a little nervous. But honestly, anytime you have a goalie with very little depth behind him, it is nerve-wracking. It's I'm trying to think of a good example. I guess quarterback in the NFL would be the best example. If you don't have a good backup, it's like every time they stand up a little woozy.
And to be fair to Kochetkov, maybe it's just some fatigue that's finally starting to show. I mean, golly. What is it now? 4 straight starts?
Could be. And I mean, they play a back-to-back. I think it's 27th, 28th. Until then, I think he's going every game. As long as there's a day off between games, I think he's gonna roll. Or skate, I should say. NC State football. I would give them a guarantee that Tony Gibson isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because if that defense keeps playing the way it's been playing the past couple years, somebody's going to come knocking on his door for a Power 5 head coaching job. I thought it might have been this year at a school like Duke. He's still there. If he would put something in writing that says, like, I'm not leaving, I think that would be the best gift for NC State.
I know something that NC State fans would love because it relates to a championship, something that hasn't been seen in a little bit. An ACC title berth and a college football playoff berth with the expansion to a 12 team for next season.
Until the college football playoff selection committee finds a way to not give it to them. Just because they play in the ACC.
That would be some NC State stuff.
We only have a couple more minutes here, so we're gonna have to we'll go one for UNC, one for Duke. We were gonna do football, basketball, we're gonna do a bunch of stuff, but we'll just go one for UNC, one for Duke each. For UNC, I'm giving them the Armando Bacot of 2 years ago.
Okay.
I'm giving them him and his production from the year they ran to the national championship runner-up spot, because it just hasn't been there. And I think if you take that Armando Bacot, which, by the way, is in there, and you pair it with R.J. Davis of now and Harrison Ingram, you got a team that would scare a lot of people. But they need to get him back, and that's what I'm giving them.
I'm glad you went basketball because I want to go with something related to football. Someone that's going to be able to catch the ball on offense during the Duke's Mayo Bowl this upcoming week against West Virginia, because have you looked at how many guys are not playing on offense for North Carolina? It's going to be the J.J. Jones, Nate McCollum show.
Hey, I mean, if you're J.J. Jones and Nate McCollum, that sounds awesome, doesn't it?
And Amari and Hampton, but you're also looking around like, oh, okay. It's up to us.
And for Duke, you start this one off. Duke, any sport, what are you giving them?
A pair of nice suits for head coach John Shara that match every pair of sneakers he wears while coaching. Nothing against the jumpsuit, but come on. All right, if we're talking rivalries, you got to start stepping your suit game up.
He's like
Shire.
a dry fit, long sleeve tee guy.
Yeah.
He's not exactly Jay Wright.
Yeah,
you know
give
what I mean?
Hubert Davis a run for his money as far as suits. I know they're in there somewhere. Give me some plaid.
But he's also in his 30s. He's the young coach. You know what I mean? He wants that to be his brand. He wants to be I'm like you. What's up, fellow youths?
Oh my gosh.
I'm serious.
That's John Shire.
How many coaches out there rock the, team colored jacket with the nice tie and the dress shoes? He's out there like, if you need a couple minutes, you need to break the press.
Yeah, I can still play.
You need me to break the press? I'll break the press. Give me the ball. For Duke, I'm giving them I'll go football. Duke football. I'm giving them someone that wants to be there.
Oh, ouch.
The Mike Elko thing hurts. And he said all the, I love Durham. My family loves it here. I love it here. I love it here. What'd you say? Texas A&M wants me back. See ya.
I mean, you're exactly right. You want somebody that's not going to look at it as a stepping stone job.
Yeah, and they had David Cutcliffe talking at their practice yesterday.
Saw that.
In bowl prep. I want somebody that's going to hang around after he's done coaching. You know what I mean? I want somebody that's still going to – like Mike Elko is not going to come back and talk to Duke. You know what I mean? I want somebody that wants to leave a legacy on the program. Hopefully that's Manny Diaz and he has a bunch of success. But if not, find the guy that will and give him the reins for a long time. I want them to have their Dave Doran, their Dave Clawson. Maybe they should find someone whose first name is Dave. I want them to have that. I think they deserve that. There you go. That's a little Christmas giveaway to the teams we cover here on The Drive. If you have a good idea of something you would give one of the schools you love, and try to keep it – it's a holiday season. Try to keep it positive, right? Don't say, I would give an injury to their best player to your rival.
We're going to get naughty here in a little bit. I probably should have chosen my choice of words a little bit better.
But if you want to send them in at Donnelly Sports on Twitter. The good ones I'll read on air.